But what is the most important thing that of your money should be invested is the computer that you should be using. That's a way into our next point of what you should be getting started is the computers. Now, there's probably going to be a little bit controversy on what we're going to be saying because we all use different machines, but the specs should be fairly the same. I use a Mac system. I use my Mac Studio, and I'm using it right now for all of my work, regardless. And it's pretty high spec on the sense of like pretty high processor, like i7 processor. And I'm using 64 gig RAM on it. What I would say as well, it depends on your storage. You can go for high storage and like help with that, but I would say don't go so high in the way that because you can pretty much back everything up on cloud storage and external hard drive because whatever you're going to be working on, especially if you're going to be working on with like production music, you're going to be working on ridiculous amount of volume of music. So you're going to be like storing so much stuff. So yeah, I would say that is the main caveats of it for the computer side of things. But when you're starting off, it could be simpler. It could be something like a laptop. I started when I started was a laptop. It was the very minimum bones back then. It was like 8 gig of RAM and then like very low processor. But like I would say if you want to invest and you really want to go into this, I would say like something high spec on processor and RAM. I want to hear everyone else's like a view. Johnny, you're very passionate on like computer specs on here. So what's your opinion on this thing?
Well, I'm only passionate because I'm in the middle of purchasing a new one. So my current machine, to be completely transparent, is from 2015. So it's 11 years old and it cost me $1,500 back then, 32 gigs of RAM. And I'm still able to do all the work that I still do today on it. But the machine that I'm looking at buying, it's a custom one. It's 2000. It's going to be 64 gig of RAM, modern processor, larger internal storage. I'd have my sample libraries on an external hard drive, which isn't the best for like recall speed. And another thing that I really need for my computer, which I didn't consider for my current machine, are quiet fans for audio recording. I recorded a song last July where I was singing and playing the guitar, had the microphones right here, same microphone that I'm using now. And when it ran through the mastering, that's the only time when I first heard my computer fan in the background. And then I had to go back and RX all of that out. And so if you're ever doing actual audio work in the same room as your machine, think about the actual volume of the fan. And clean your fans out as well. It's an easy job. Vacuum cleaner, get it to blow, or a cold hairdryer, something like that.